All right, so this is my favorite part, styling the hair, because I feel like that is when the magic really happens. So, like always, I'm gonna go in with my oil. Pump. And this is acting as my heat protectant, keeping that nice and smooth. And I'm gonna make sure I blend it in where my natural ends are, because that's gonna help when we curl it too. And then if you have any like little dry pieces around your face, like I have little babies here that don't like to grow, maybe that. Okay, so to curl, I split my hair in 2 parts. I curl the bottom, then I curl the top, put texture spray in, and brush them out. So let's go. All right, so let's part my hair. I just take my fingers and I'm gonna feel. It's really easy, you'll feel it, where that top weft is. Take all that hair, just kind of flip it on top of my head. Another one and just, it's really beautiful. All right, so I'm just gonna lightly spray my hair with the Amika Touchable Hairspray. And I mean lightly, like. And sometimes your natural hair will need more hairspray than the extensions. You're gonna find that extension hair curls so beautifully, stays so well, but sometimes we have to add a little something into our natural hair. Okay, so I'm gonna take a section about like this. Always curl away from the face. So from here to here, you're curling away and away. I take it, start at the top, and see, we're blending in the natural hair and the extension hair. Twist that, come down, twist that, twist that, where that end is, pull that through. Come again. And I just take everything in the back and push it to one side, so that way I know I'm getting everything. So right here, I know that this hair, because it's quite a bit shorter than my extension hair, is gonna have a hard time curling. So I'm gonna go just right underneath where my natural hair is, blend that through, start up top, hold for a few seconds, blend through. Now sometimes when you're curling, your natural hair is gonna come out because it's just not long enough to hold in there with your extensions. That's fine. If it looks a little funky, you're gonna take that and curl it individually, and I'll show you when that happens. See how I kind of pull down the ends? Now, I do not do that with every strand. You can do that if you want everything to look super messy, but I like to have a variation. So I did this one super tight and pulled it down, and then this one I left where there's a little bit of a curl on the end, and those are gonna blend really well together when we brush. In the back, I basically just do away from the face and away from the face. It really doesn't matter in the back. If you wanna do every other one, you totally can. It's really a preference thing, but it's not gonna change your look very much. It's just in the front that it matters. I also like to take all the hair, and as it's drying, I pull it over the shoulder, because we want hair to be shown around our face, and naturally it's gonna fall back. That just helps out a little bit. Okay, so here we go, here's a funky curl. See how when I curled, this curl was being a little weird? I'm actually gonna just take it out and tightly curl it like this. So when you pull, that's giving it a really tight, like kind of a messy curl that'll blend in really well with the other one. So I'm gonna leave all of this here. This is this side. Take this side and push it back. So now I'll bring this stuff forward from the back, and I have separation to know where I curled and what's still straight without having to take a mirror and look. Now, I didn't curl this stuff up here on this side, so I'm gonna leave it out. So now I have the top part. There's a couple options of what you can do. Some people like to tease beforehand and then curl. You can totally do that. For me, I just think it's easier. I'm just gonna curl everything and finish it up at the end. Now these two pieces that are in the front, I like to kind of take those and exaggerate them forward, so when they fall back, they give a really pretty little fringe lay. So I'm gonna go this way, then let it out, do that here. And then I like to do the front two pieces at the same time to make sure I'm getting the right amount at each one. So clearly I'm grabbing the top of my hair and the weft together. Now, most wefts are at least 2 to 3 to 4 fingers back. So like my weft starts right here. So I'm only grabbing a tiny bit of weft hair, and the rest of this is pretty much my natural hair. And because of that, that hair up there is finer, so we don't want to put too much pressure on it. So we normally don't put the wefts up that high. So I always over direct this hair. Even though we're doing it away from the face, I bring the curling iron forward, so that way it's helping blend in all of this hair. You see how this curl just went a little wonky on me? That's gonna happen. Take it out. You can see how that's gonna lay differently once all of these cool down. Let's tighten that up. And we'll blend that in later. Now back here, I like to separate this little top chunk from this extension hair. I have layers, this is my layer, this is my length, so they don't blend in super well. So I'm gonna show you how I like to blend them. If you have really long hair and you're just wearing a row for volume, you don't need to do this. I see a lot of clients do it. They always say they have problems blending this hair. So I'm just gonna do it at the very end, just to show you. When I'm doing it myself, I normally don't clip this up, but for your sake, I will. So let's go through. And sometimes that's gonna happen. A curl's gonna fall through. Pick it right back up. Do it again. Woo! Smoke there. Now, before I pull this down, it might be easier for you to go ahead and take a mirror and look in the back to see if you missed any stray pieces. So let's check the back. Go through. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna take our top and pull that down. I'm gonna go with a little hairspray. Brush that through. And then I'm gonna take pretty small pieces, about like this. And you wanna make sure that you're kind of taking these and blending that where that end has a little curl, not too big, but a little curl on it, because that curl, when we brush it through, is gonna kind of snap in to the other curls, and that's what's gonna help hide it. So, get a piece. Guys, I'm wearing sandals and they're really loud right now. So if you can hear them as I'm turning around, we're just trying to play music for you guys. So, I'm doing the same thing like when I do my hair at home. I just feel through. Grab that. Now that everything's curled, normally I would let these set for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna use my Do-Over Dry Powder by Kevin Murphy. It's a medium hold texture spray, so it's gonna give you grit, but it's not gonna make your hair feel too heavy right away. So, I spray that everywhere except for like right at the roots. And even on the days that I shampoo, sometimes I'll even go with a little dry shampoo right there just to give it that extra help for when I'm teasing it. So I sprayed that. Now I'm gonna lightly push it. And to help that hair blend in the back, that's what you're gonna do, is you're gonna brush that together. And all of those little strands are gonna marry together. So I'm brush on the back. Getting that all nice forward. And then sometimes when it's at this place, I'll look because maybe these little hairs, like, see that little straight one right there? Sometimes those back hairs will come through. So I'll take that. I'm gonna be careful here because you don't want to burn your neck, but I'll pull it forward and go ahead and curl that towards me, so then that when that lays forward, it's gonna lay into those curls. And then just pull it in. Okay. I really love this look. I'm just gonna give myself a little tease. So I'm gonna go in with texture spray. Grab my comb. All right, so I have my comb. I've actually put a little dry shampoo at my roots because I don't like that real bright tease look. Come right here and just tease that a little bit, even my bangs. Come through here. Not really much because we did all that round brushing, all that blowout, so it's looking really nice and lifted without a whole lot. And this is all preference. If you like big Texas hair, tease it up more. If you like more of that sleek look, then you don't have to tease it at all. It's totally whatever you want to do. And then tonight when I go to bed, I'm gonna braid it like I've already shown you in the previous videos. And tomorrow I'll probably curl this piece, and maybe 2 of the pieces back here, and this should last me for 4 or 5 days. So that's it.